Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Gumby. I'm your coach of Bayern Munich, and today I'll bring you the post-draft recap of the IPSA, a new league, which I am in. Yeah, in this league there are 15 other people, so it's a 16 people league. Many of those are YouTubers as well. Links to all the channels obviously down below in the description. But yeah, let's go ahead and let's talk about my team I drafted. I'm pretty hyped for this. I hope you are as well. And yeah, let's go. So my first pick in this league was Mew. Mew is obviously our mascot, as you can see somewhere over there, top right corner. Bayern Munich, as I just said, it's our mascot, obviously. Yeah, what can I say about it? I really like to play with Mew. It features base 100 stats all across the board, and to be honest, it can just be everything at once. It can be offensive, it can be defensive, it can be a store breaker. Yeah, whatever you want to do with it, you can do with it. I recently was in a Drive subscriber tournament, and I had it there as well. I made top 4. Only came short to the winner of the whole thing. I lost the semi-final to the winner of the whole thing. Shout out to Kalam. He's an awesome dude. But I don't think he has a YouTube channel, so that's that. But yeah, I had it in there as well, and I just really liked it. It's awesome. It's our mascot. I really just don't know what to say about it. It's probably one of my favorite mods ever to use in competitive. But yeah. So let's continue with our next pick. It's Conkelder. And guys, it's not tier 1. Conkelder is tier 2 in this league. There were some changes with it before the draft, and Conkelder went to a tier 2, which I didn't really think was a good idea, because I feel like it's just too good for tier 2, and this is why I drafted it, because yeah, as I said, it's so good. 140 base attacks, moves, stats, moves, good bulk, and yeah, also fighting mon. Obviously, it gets 3 good abilities with Guts, Iron Fist, Sheer Force. As I said, can hit like a truck, and even set up with bulk ups or whatever you want to. And it's just really hard to count, in my opinion, and it's good for you, right? Like for me, at least, not for the opponent I'm facing. But really awesome one. And now that it is tier 2, I felt like it was too cheap to not draft, so I just went ahead and drafted it because I like it. And yeah. So the next one we drafted was our Megamon. It's Charizard. Why? So obviously I needed to start my Fire Water Grass course somewhere, and I did so with the Firemon, and I was like, well, good Firemons in tier 1 or tier 2 I already drafted at that time. Mons like Entei or Infernape were already gone. So I was like, why not take the Mega? And then I was like, X or Y, both were available, and then I was like, I feel like I would go for Y because just of Drought, and then again build a little sun team around it. Although I really don't have too much mons on my team which benefit from the sun, which we will obviously see later on. But yeah, I was going for the Mega Y. Obviously has awesome high special attack stats with 159, and then obviously through Drought the Fire Step moves gets boosted even further. Also it gets Solar Beam, which obviously through the sun always 1 turn, and makes water mons a non-threat to this thing. Obviously Stealth Rocks are not as good when they're up on my side, because obviously it takes 50% from it. But then again, I also have Roost on the Charizard Y to get those 50% back if there's not a good attacking one on the other side. So I think we'll work our way around the Stealth Rocks, even more so because of our next pick, which I'm going to show you in a second. But yeah, just back to Charizard Y for a second. It's probably one of the most powerful wall breakers in your OU. Every time it comes in, it can kill something with Fire Blast if it hits, or even, yeah, as I said, solar beams or focus blasts. So really is an awesome one. Shiny looks awesome as well, which I'm probably going to feature. But yeah. So the next one which we drafted is from tier 3. It's Blastoise. In my opinion, it's one of the best rapid spinners in the game. It obviously has nice bulk. Gets the arguably the best move in the game with Scald. Gets also Ice Beam for all the dragon types. So it's overall very good. Obviously Rapid Spin to get rid of those rocks on my side for Charizard Y. And yeah, I really can't complain about it. I think I drafted it in like every league I was in. I drafted it. I also had it in the 8 Drives subscriber tournament. Same as Mew, I really like to use it. Yeah, I don't really know what to say about it anyway, as well. No, don't really know what to say in conclusion about it. It's just a good one in my opinion, and I really like to use it. Yeah, and it obviously is a main component of our Fire, Water, Grass type. No, not type core. Oh man. Excuse me. Also, by the way, I'm a bit ill, as you might be able to hear. But yeah, we'll work through it, right? So, next one is going to finish off our Fire, Water, Grass core. And it is Venusaur. Regular Venusaur, obviously, because we have Fire, because we have our Mega with Charizard Y. But yeah, I needed a mon to complete my Fire, Water, Grass core, obviously. And Venusaur was open and thought like, why not? I would have all the 3 classic Gen 1 starter mons. That's kind of cool. So I just went for it and drafted it. Also, it obviously gets Chlorophyll, which is awesome in the sun for my sun team. But yeah, it gets Chlorophyll, which obviously boosts its speed stat in the sun massively. Also, it gets Growth, which doubles the stats in the sun, and also Synthesis as well, which again also in the sun gives, I think, 75%. So it's really just a good synergy with the Charizard Y. And yeah, classic Gen 1 Fire, Water, Grass core, so I said why not? Let's just do it, right? So we have now tier 1, tier 2 and 2 tier 3s drafted, and also our Mega. So the next one I drafted. Oh, by the way, you might be wondering why it says 2 tier 3s and 2 tier 4s on there. That's because we draft 12 months in this league. I don't really know why we did, but it's okay. So we just have to roll with it as well. So yeah, we draft 12 months in the league, so we have 2 tier 4 months as well. And yeah. So the next one I drafted is Druddigon. Druddigon obviously has a pretty good attack stat as well, and it can be both offensive and defensive with its 90 defensive. No, this base 90 defensive stats. Obviously, it's kind of slow with just 48 points in there, but that's kind of a problem our team has as a whole. It's kind of slow, except for maybe Charizard Y and one other mon I'm going to Charizard Y Mew, and one mon I'm going to drop later on. But I hope we are somehow going to play around it. Yeah, we'll see around it. So back to Druddigon, obviously. Excuse me. So yeah, Druddigon obviously can be both offensive and defensive. I feel like it's pretty cheap for being. I think it's tier 2. I think it's tier 3. Let me actually check because I don't really remember if it's tier 3 or if it's tier 4, which is kind of awkward. I have to agree. But yeah, give me a second. It is tier 4. Yeah, right. And also, Venusaur is not tier 3, it's tier 4 as well. Sorry for the confusion I made it, but yeah. So Druddigon is very cheap, being tier 4. So, and like the good Dragon Mons with like Salamence, and then Garchomp and Curums was like already drafted. So I was like, yeah, let's go for Druddigon. It's good. It can take hits from other Dragon Mons and then can just kill them off because it has such a high tech stat as well. So I feel like Druddigon is really good mon. Has a good move pool as well with like Stealth Rocks, Glare, all the good stuff. Will-O-Wisp. I think it gets Will-O-Wisp, right? Oh no, I think it's Will-O-Wisp as well. Let me check. No, it doesn't actually, but it gets toxic. But yeah, move pool is very good overall. Again, pretty cheap for tier 4, so I drafted it, right? So the next one actually is our first free mon, which we're going to draft, and it is a Azumarill. Azumarill obviously first of all has a fantastic typing with Fairy Water. It resists the main threats in the OU metagame, being like Dragon, and then Fire, and Fighting, and Dark, and Water. Yeah, Water. I didn't name Water. Resists all of those, and even immune to dragons, obviously. Resists all of those. Gets awesome abilities as well with Huge Power, Sapsipper, and Thick Fat. It has priority with Aqua Jet. Can be either Choice Bandit, Assault Vested, or like even run a sneaky Belly Drum set. And I feel like it's just a very good Fairy-mon. It was undrafted and it is obviously a tier 1, so I felt like it was a good Fairy to draft. And again, unfortunately it's very slow with only like base 50 speed. But yeah, well, some I have to play around that. As you will see later, I do have a Sticky Webber on my team, but I don't really like it. And maybe I'm going to get something different, but we'll have to figure that out later on. So yeah, my first free mon I drafted again is Azumarill. Just good mon in my opinion, and I hope that our team will benefit from it. So yeah, the next one we drafted. Excuse me. The next one we drafted is Chansey, and as you all know, Chansey has astronomical high space HP stats. It has 250 points in there, and then 105 in special defense. Obviously, with the Evaluate, it makes it one of the best walls in OU. It also has a status side, it's a Clerica. It can set up rocks. It can do so much for you. Obviously, with the what is it called? With the seismic doors, it can do reliable damage on every mon there is. It's just very good overall. Obviously, it's not as good when it gets knocked off the Evaluate. You know what I mean? Then it's not as good anymore. But until then, it's a very good mon. Probably again the best wall in the OU metagame. It's so annoying to play against. I'm speaking from experience. And yeah, it's tier 2. It's also a free mon for us because we obviously already have our tier 2 mon with Conkeldurr. But yeah, it's pretty good. It can switch into any gaze attacks because obviously it's immune to that. So yeah, I think we get a pretty good mon with it, with the walls. And yeah, so the next mon is another tier 4 mon, I think. Or is it tier 5 even? Let me check. I think it's tier 4. I'm not quite sure though. Let me check very quick. Yeah, it's tier 4, right? So it's Duskgnaw, and Duskgnaw obviously has a high defensive and special defensive set with having both 135 points in there. It obviously is a anti-rapid spinner, so if I really need to let the rapid, the Stealthworks or the sticky webs stay on the field, I could just switch in Duskgnaw on any rapid spin the enemy is going to throw at me and obviously do nothing, because rapid spin is a normal type move and Duskgnaw is a ghost mon, right? It also gets priority, can be offensive and defensive as well. Just yeah, a really good mon after all. And like for it being tier 4 obviously, and yeah, very bulky as I said, can also attack and hit relatively hard, so I feel like we did a good draft with this one. So the next one I drafted was the third last. I was kinda happy that it, kinda satisfied that it didn't get drafted until so long. It's from tier 3, it's finishing off my Dragon Fairy Steel Core. It's Cobalion. And I know Cobalion doesn't really do the job of a steel one as good because it obviously is fighting steel, so it doesn't resist the fairy types. but on the other hand, it's very fast. It's my fastest mon in the team actually. Well, except for maybe Mew with like rock polish or something, but that doesn't count, right? So yeah, it is obviously my fastest mon on the team. It has nice defensive stats as well. Well, at least defensive, not special defensive, but yeah. So yeah, it's very fast again, and it also can set up on both of its stats. If I'm pretty sure. It's like I'm pretty sure it gets SD. Yeah, it gets SD. I should have known this. But yeah, and it gets like work up for the special attack raise. But yeah, it can boost its. What I was going to say, at least, it can boost its attack stats, and then like outspeed very many mons, and then hit very hard. And it's good against the fairy types, obviously, because steel. Excuse me again, sorry. I had to cough again because again I'm still kind of ill. But yeah, back to Gumby. What I was saying, that it can set up obviously and then sweep teams. So let's hope it puts the work in there. So the second last one I drafted was Cricketoon. First of all, it obviously already has the best cry in the game. I'm bad at it, because let's blame it on me being ill, right? So yeah, again, it has probably the best cry in the game. And yeah, my team is kind of slow, as I mentioned many times during my post draft, right? And it obviously is a sticky weather. But I have to say, I didn't really want it to have Cricketoon. I wanted to have Leavenny, but it got drafted 4 rounds prior, like 4 picks prior. So man, I really would have liked to have Leavenny, because obviously it gets chlorophyll, which is good for Charizard's white draw. But yeah, you can't have them all, right? You're going to get sniped eventually. So I settled for Cricketoon because obviously Garventia was gone as well. I could have gone Ariados, but I felt like I was just going to choose Cricketoon for the cry. But to be honest, I'm probably going to drop Cricketoon sometimes in here, because I mean it's good in the sense that it's a sticky weather, but I don't really like the fact that I have to have the just one mon for sticky webs, and then that's all it's going to do, right? Because then I would have to bring it with Focus Sash, and then it gets like the only thing it does for me is set up sticky webs, which is good, right? No questions asked, but there are so many rapid spinners and even defocus out there which can just get rid of the sticky webs, and then I would have had them on do nothing for me except do nothing. Well, like at least maybe get like once a drop in the speed stat and then did nothing anymore. So yeah, I'm probably going to drop it sometimes later on, but I'll see about that. But yeah, so the last one I drafted rather is Malamar. Malamar is obviously tier 5 as well, so was Cricketoon. I just needed some ones for there. I'm probably never going to bring those things anyway. I mean, the stats are okay for tier 5 mon, right? Getting like 90, 92 attack, and then 73 speed, 75 special defense, 68 special attack, 88 defense, and 86 in HP. It's okay for it being tier 5, I guess. It obviously gets contrary, so Super Bowl doesn't lower your attack and I think it's defense. So and instead it raises them by 1 stage, right? So I feel like it's a good mod for tier 5. But yeah, after all, I don't really think that I'm going to bring it too often, if at all. And maybe I'm going to drop it as well and draft something better if there's something still up in tier 5 which I feel like would be better for my team. So yeah, no promises are ever going to bring the thing. But yeah, that's all the mods I drafted. Then you can see them all again. Yeah, tell me what you think about the team. Tell me what you think about this video as well, because as you might see, I actually spent time on doing this video with the green screen and all this stuff. Oh no, oh no. Okay, good. And yeah, no, I should have never touched it. Okay, good. So yeah, tell me what you think about the video as well. I put some work in it, and I would like to have some constructive criticism as always, obviously. Yeah, just tell me what you think. If it did good, if what it could maybe do better, and yeah, just give me some feedback, please. Would really appreciate it. That's my phone. Anyway, yeah. Not really any more to say. Thank you so much, guys, for watching this video. Maybe leave a thumbs up if you enjoyed it as well. Again, as I said, man, now my green screen is always. This bothers me way too much. Oh god. Anyway, but yeah. Again, thank you for watching the video. If you liked it, please leave a thumbs up. It will really appreciate it. Knowing that I'm kind of decent at doing this. I don't know. But yeah, other than that, thanks so much for watching. There will actually be the team builder tomorrow for my first match, and the match will be on Sunday. So you can look forward for that. But yeah, other than that, again, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.